Hey everyone, so today we are learning about the best non-stim fat burners to help boost your metabolism. Let's get into this episode.
I'm Billy Hinzo, and I'm obsessed with connecting real people to real supplements. Let's get into this video.
So first we're going to talk about CLA. CLA is conjugated linoleic acid. Linoleic acid is found in many different dairy and meat products. It's readily available in nature. The way that CLA is going to help you in how it pertains to fat loss is it's an omega-6, and what that is going to do is going to help break down long-chain fatty acids and make them easier to burn in your system. There's also some studies that have showed CLA can help with appetite control. Some studies have showed it can help with preserving muscle density. And there's a bunch of, conflicting studies a little bit here and there. CLA is just not that expensive of a supplement to try. So everyone's body is different. So I don't want to get in and say, oh, you're going to take CLA. I mean, I've heard people that have, I've actually seen people that have taken CLA and lose a bunch of weight. And I don't know how that's happening. And then I see people that take CLA and lose 1 pound or nothing. So it's something where it's not such a guaranteed surefire supplement that I'm like, everyone should take this, but it's something that you really want to consider. First reason you really want to consider this, if you're doing a plant-based or a vegan diet, you're probably not getting enough CLA because CLA is found in its highest concentrations in meat and dairy. So with that being said, you want to be able to get a supplement that can help add in the omega-6 that your body's going to need in order to break down stubborn fats and make them easier to burn. So I have right here, EvoHack's CLA Hack. And this is kind of just a supplement that you can take morning and night. Good reason why we sell a lot of it is we have stronger fat burners in the store that are more, centered around your central nervous system or your thyroid or some other gland. Basically anyone can take CLA. There isn't going to be some big response where it's like, well, I can't take CLA because I'm, I can't handle anything energy related like caffeine, or I can't take it because I have thyroid medication, so I can't take it. It doesn't mess with any of your hormones or glands or anything like that whatsoever. It's something that you can just take morning and night, and your body's going to help metabolize more fat, break it down and make it easier to get rid of. So this is a really good supplement to try, and I wanted to first talk about this before we jump into the next supplement, which is L-Carnitine. So the reason why we're doing these both together in this video today is these are like one of the most common stacks that we like to put together at Kingdom. So I'll talk about carnitine a little bit. So remember I was talking first, CLA helps break long chain fatty acids down into shorter chains so they're easier to burn. Carnitine helps shuttle long chain, and also, by the way, this isn't creatine for those of you that are thinking about, oh, is that creatine? No, carnitine is not creatine. L-carnitine is an amino acid. Carnitine is going to help shuttle long-chain fatty acids into the mitochondria of the cell, which is the powerhouse of the cell, and create more energy for your body to metabolize during training, throughout the day, whenever. This is huge. So a lot of people, as you've started your weight loss journey or trying to burn fat, gain muscle, whatever, you've noticed that there's kind of these stubborn areas where your body just seems to hold on to fat. I'm trying everything, I'm running now, I'm eating better, and you might be losing weight in some easy to burn areas, like weight might come off your face really fast, it might come off shoulders, chest area, but your lower stomach, hips, and inner thighs is where most people store their long-chain fatty acids. Now, why do we even have long-chain fatty acids? It's very unsightly. No one wants love handles and all that, but basically long-chain fatty acids are your body's survival fats. So you have these really long chains of fats that your body has stored in preparation for the fact that there's famine, you're stuck in the Sahara Desert, you're not good at hunting and gathering, or whatever your genetic code is telling your body. You will have these stubborn fats sitting in your system saved for a rainy day. And the thing is you can't communicate to your body that you live in the first world and the odds that you are gonna, experience this level of, need for long-chain fatty acids is low. You have to just deal with it. And your body's gonna very, very reluctantly let go of these long-chain fatty acids. That's where carnitine is gonna come in. So this is going to help shuttle those long-chain fatty acids right into your mitochondria during a workout. So if you do a cap of this before a workout, your body's going to utilize more of those long chain fatty acids for energy during training. Let me back up even a step further. So when you first start working out, and we talked about this if you watch the super carb episode, this is how it works, but for the first 30 or 35 minutes, your body's basically burning, glucose that it's pulled from your glycogen storage. It's burning carbs. After carbs, that's when your body's going to start tapping into fat as like a backup storage. Because remember, like I said, it was trying to save fat for when you're starving from famine. This is going to be something that your body's going to help utilize when you first start working out. So first 35 minutes, you're usually burning carbs, then you go into fat storage. With carnitine, your body's going to start burning fat within those first 5 to 10 minutes. And it's burning the super stubborn fat. So not just the fat that's, like really easy to burn, it's going to be burning the tough lower stomach, hips, inner thigh area of fat. So that's a big deal. Also, you got to remember, I said 30 to 35 minutes, your body's burning carbs. That's if you're training at a high intensity. Some people go to the gym, and I'm not saying it's not high intensity, but if you're able to read and work out, that is not the highest level of intensity, I'll just tell you right now. So you might have to work out a little, which is fine, it's totally okay, but you're just gonna have to work out longer to get to a fat burning state. This is the kind of thing where carnitine is gonna help shuttle fat for energy regardless of your workout in the beginning of the workout. So now people that either, and I'm sure there's some of you out there that maybe don't have a super high intensity workout and you only have 40 or 45 minutes to go to the gym. So there's a good argument in there that you literally go to the gym and burn carbs the whole workout, which is not ideal. We want to be in the gym to burn fat. So that is a really, really good thing to think about is, okay, am I burning enough fat during my training? And we can get into high intensity interval training and all that stuff at a later date, but just for the most part, you need to be training at a high intensity to get past the carb burning state just to get to fat, but carnitine is going to help put fat in the front of that chain of how things are going to burn. To add on to pretty much anyone's journey to a better physique, part one, they're both non-stim. So meaning if you are someone that works out late at night or someone that gets way too wired off of even one cup of coffee, or you never drink energy anything, neither of these have central nervous system stimulants. Neither of these are going to keep you up late. They're not going to get your heart rate going. They're not going to affect your blood pressure. They're not, or at least not negatively. They might help your blood pressure, but these are completely non-stim. So basically safe for everyone. Two, they both are targeting those long chain fatty acids. So CLA is going to help break down long chain fatty acids into easier burn fats, and carnitine is going to be shuttling long chain fatty acids into the mitochondria to be used for energy. So these actually work really well together. The more of this you take, the more fats this one has to shuttle. So they go really well together. That's a huge reason why. Another thing is these are both pretty inexpensive supplements to start off with. They're not crazy high science, all that. They're both in the low $20 range. So that being said, if you're thinking about, I'm starting to work out pretty hard, I want to do something, I don't want to do this huge set of stuff, but I want to try some things out to take in conjunction with my protein and glutamine, this would be a really good first step to make. And the cool thing is it's morning and night. This is just pre-workout. They're pretty easy to remember and take every single day. So most effective way to be using these supplements, we like to sell L-Carnitine in a liquid format because then it's easy to get in right before a workout. Remember I was saying how you want to utilize this before a workout so your body can maximize the amount of fat that's being shuttled into the mitochondria. This is going to be most beneficial in a liquid form because it's easiest to absorb. Whereas if you get it in a powder or a pill, it's not going to absorb as fast. So we're kind of splitting hairs, but ultimately this just makes it really easy to down, on your drive on the way to the gym, or, anytime you just pull this out, it's going to be getting into your system a lot faster than other things that have to break down slower. Whereas, CLA, being that it's a fat, this is just going to be a morning and night thing. Doing CLA pre-workout isn't going to magically break down fat faster right before your workout. This is something that you just have to do consistently every single day to, notice the effect. So CLA is gonna be something you're doing morning and night every day, where carnitine is gonna be something that you're doing pre-workout. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm not really on a fat burning program, this isn't really for me. Or maybe you're thinking, I've actually already burned a lot of fat, I don't think this is for me, I need like really strong fat burners. These will work in conjunction with just about every stack you're doing. Because like I said, long chain fatty acids your body wants to let go of last. So almost everyone has a decent amount of long chain fatty acids that they can be getting rid of. So even if you're trying to, add lean muscle, this will help tremendously because, especially CLA is going to help you preserve muscle if your body's in caloric deficit. So you'll be able to, still continue to metabolize fat and, not have to tap into muscle storage while you're trying to diet to, increase lean muscle mass. Also, these are great because even if you have gotten to a point where you're on a good weight loss goal, like, okay, I've, gone, like, let's say you're starting at, 250 pounds and you've lost 70, okay? As you lose weight, so like a lot of, clients I have come in here and they're not even working out yet. They just started, like, okay, I decided today I'm gonna start working out. I've been working out in 10 years, I'm gonna start working out today. They're like 300 pounds or they're way overweight. Usually the first week, if they just walk around the block a couple times a day, they'll lose 10 pounds, just like that. Because your body doesn't want to actually be so, over your normal threshold of body weight. So there's a certain amount of weight that's easier to lose. And if you watch Biggest Loser, a lot of times this happens too, where in the beginning they lose a lot of weight fast because their body's able to drop those easy to burn fats quick. And then as time goes on and you get closer and closer to where you want to be, you have to fine tune everything just to get, moved up to the A grade. And I mean, you can relate to school. What's the hardest? It's harder to move from a B to an A than it is to move from an F to a C. Like, you just have to do a lot more work to get that last little bit to be really lean, So that's why these are really crucial, because a lot of times, even if you dialed in your diet, you dialed in your workout, you've dialed in, everything to do with, when you're sleeping, when you're waking up and your whole day, you still might have some stubborn fat. You're just like, why can't I get rid of this? And a lot of that is because your metabolism has just slowed down and changed. I think women go through 4 metabolism changes from the time when they're 16 to when they're 45. So a lot of women out there might be like, when I was 18, I could have a Chipotle burrito and a whole bag of chips and guac, and I would lose weight or something. And that's just, you just don't have that metabolism anymore. So this will help you as you age and able to still have your body make it a calorie burning machine without having to take a ton of really intense fat burners. Hey guys, thanks for, checking this video out. I know that non-stim fat burners can sometimes be very unexciting, but I hope you learned a lot this video about carnitine and CLA and how they can help you with decreasing that last amount of body fat that's just hanging around that you want to get rid of. Don't forget that when we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing our protein giveaway. So the way to enter is just recap: subscribe, hit notifications, leave a comment, like the post, and we'll enter you into our contest for a protein giveaway as soon as we hit 100 subscribers. Thanks, we'll see you next time.